welcome back to Contemporary Mama. I cannot believe that this is the very last video in my Christmas series, but it is a really special and a really tasty one. I'm showing you exactly what I'm making for a very special holiday dinner. I hope you enjoy. I'm going to kick off this holiday dinner with these creamy scalloped potatoes. These are so delicious and pretty easy to make. You're going to start by grabbing 3 potatoes. I like using either Yukon Gold or white potatoes, and I'm going to completely peel them before I slice them thinly. My potatoes are pretty large, so this would give me 3 or 4 generous servings. However, this can easily be doubled or tripled depending on how many guests you're going to be having over. You would just need to adjust the size of the baking dish that you'll be using.
When everybody smiles, eyes are shining bright. I still remember how I used to feel.
Now in a small pot, I am going to melt a tablespoon of butter and then grab 2 cloves of garlic and mince that up. Then throw it into the pot and let it start to brown. Once it's fragrant and browning, I'm going to add in a tablespoon of flour as well as a bit of salt and pepper and whisk that up until it's no longer lumpy. Once that's all combined, I'm going to drizzle in a cup of milk and whisk that constantly until the mixture is smooth and bubbling and thickening up.
Look at us now, walking around in the snow. We do it in a very Christmas way.
Once your cream sauce is bubbling, you want to remove it from the heat and it's going to continue to thicken up. Then you can take your sliced potatoes and fan them out into a small baking dish so that they are slightly overlapping.
Sleigh bells and Santa Claus, it's the number one most magical time of the year.
Now all you have to do is pour the cream sauce all over your sliced potatoes and then grab some Parmesan cheese and layer on a generous amount on top before sprinkling on a little bit of parsley for garnish.
Mistletoe hanging everywhere, waiting to declare that love is here in the air. We can stroll side by side all night. I'll hold your hand so tight.
This bakes in a 350-degree oven for about an hour until it's bubbly and golden brown. I'm putting it in my toaster oven so that I can free up my oven for the other dishes. For an entree, I decided to go with these apricot glazed Cornish hens. I absolutely love how elegant they are and that they are individually sized so everybody gets their own. Now, to get started, you want to mince up a shallot, and my shallot went MIA on me, so instead I'm going to use part of an onion. But once that is finely diced, you want to melt a tablespoon of butter and saute the shallots over medium heat for about 5 minutes.
And always remember the way that we feel. Look at us now.
Once your shallots are translucent, it's time to add the rest of the glaze ingredients. So you're going to add in a 1/4 cup of soy sauce as well as a 1/4 cup of Dijon mustard and about 12 ounces of apricot preserves. This glaze has all the most delicious flavors in it, sweet, salty. It was seriously so flavorful. You're going to let this simmer until it's thickened up, which will take about 10 minutes, then set it aside.
Walking around in the snow, we do it in a very Christmas Christmas way. Soon there will be sleigh bells and
Now here I am patting the Cornish hens dry with some paper towels before I place them into a baking dish. I am going to season them quite liberally with salt and pepper. I do want to mention that every time I touch the birds, I do wash my hands right after. I just couldn't show that because I didn't want to contaminate my camera with goop from the Cornish hens.
Santa Claus, it's the number one most magical time of the year.
Now all that's left is to use a basting brush to paint the bird entirely with the glaze. It's important that you don't use the entire glaze because you will be repeating this basting process several times during the roasting. These are going to go into a 400-degree oven and roast for about an hour. However, you're going to want to take them out about every 20 minutes and re-glaze the birds. If they're getting too brown, you can lightly tint it with foil, but I didn't think this was necessary. After an hour, you want to check them with an instant read thermometer. You want to make sure that it reads about 165 to 170 degrees before you let them rest and then serve. The last dish that I'm making are these bacon-wrapped asparagus. I love how fancy they look, but they are seriously a breeze to prepare. I've already washed and trimmed my asparagus, so here I'm grabbing one sheet of thawed puff pastry and cutting it into very thin strips. Next, I'm going to grab a package of bacon and cut each strip of bacon in half lengthwise. Now you just need to take your asparagus spear and wrap your piece of puff pastry around it. Then take your strip of bacon and wrap that around it as well to create a sort of candy cane-like pattern.
walking around in the snow. We do it in a very Christmas way.
All that's left is to brush them with an egg wash, then sprinkle on some salt and pepper. Pop these into a 400-degree oven for about 18 to 20 minutes. They're going to turn golden brown and puffed.
Hurry, hurry, Mama's looking worried. Will the pie be ready in time? Papa's out getting a tree while my sister and me are writing verses and rhymes. Soon they will be here, same as every year. Everyone wants home for Christmas. No matter if it's near.
I really hope you enjoyed this video and that you got some inspiration for an upcoming holiday meal. If you do try any of these recipes, I would love for you to tag me over on Instagram. I absolutely adore seeing when you guys make my recipes. And I also wanted to mention that this is actually my 100th video. So I just can't believe that I have reached this incredible milestone. Thank you so much for everyone who has been following along with my journey and supporting me. It seriously means so much. So from the bottom of my heart, I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. I hope it is wonderful, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye.